Hello beautiful, welcome back to Nat's Beautiful Life. Today I am happy to be back with you guys. This is going to be my new space for about the next several months, few months, until we get our house, like for show. So today I'm going to be filming my extremely late February favorites. That's what I'm going to be filming. So I'm just going to get started and yeah, let's go. So the first kind of set of products kind of tie in with the second set of products, so I'll go ahead and talk about that. I have had some really dry skin, and makeup was looking really like flaky, scaly, I don't know, not nice. So I needed to find a way to keep it looking moisturized throughout the day, and I kind of wish I'd done this today because I'm looking a little dry. But anywho, what I used, and a lot of time I would use, I'd use my primer. So let's just say I would use either the Professional by Benefit or the Mary Kay Foundation Primer, which is what I use most days because it's a lot less expensive than this. But then I would use that, and then I would use the tinted moisturizer, which is like, well, this is the beige one, but the ivory one, tinted moisturizer, which is really it's a thin, but it is a moisturizer. It's a thin consistency, but it gives you a little bit of coverage, not much, but the idea was just to get that moisturization in there, and I would just kind of focus it in this area. And so that's what I would use. Now they don't have this anymore. They have a CC cream, so I've actually ordered that to use whenever this goes out. And then this is very loved. You can tell I was using the Luminous Foundation by Mary Kay, so it has the little pink stripe. Yeah, it's very loved. Look at that package. But this has really helped me out, and this little trio of products has kept me from looking like a scaly mess. So if I did wind up setting my face, I would use the Mary Kay Pressed Mineral Powder. This one is an ivory one, and I would use this with my Real Technique setting brush under like the eye area, forehead, and chin. And then if I wanted to do the rest, I would use the beige one just to give myself a little extra color. That's the word I'm looking for. Wow. That was hard. So that's what I would use, but I found a lot of times I didn't even have to set the makeup because I was so dry. My skin was just sucking it right up. So what I was using for color for my face were cream products. So one that I have absolutely fallen completely and totally in love with, and I want to use for like ever and ever, even under a powder contour, I've been using the Sonia Kashuk Undetectable Cream Bronzer in Rich Bronze. And this is the darker color. They have a lighter color, but this one is perfect for contouring. If you can see it right there. I just absolutely love this bronzer. I highly recommend it. I believe the lighter one is supposed to be a dupe for the Chanel cream bronzer, but I really like this one and it's awesome. I also used a lot of cream products on my face. So I have two here that I used a lot. First one is totally hit fan, and this is the Mary Kay Cream Blush in Sweet Bliss, and that one looks like this right there. But what I would do is I put it on my fingers, and I would take a dry blush brush and just kind of blend it in. And then the other one was this NYX one, and it's called Tickled, and it looks like this. It's more of a corally color. The texture of this one is different. So this one's almost more, it almost feels like a grease paint more than a cream, and that's this one. And I used a stippling brush for that. So there are my two cream products there. And then I used various and sundry eye cream products for on the go. I would use a crease brush to take these in the crease and just buff them out. And these were two of my favorites. This is Metallic Taupe, which is almost dried up here. It really needs to be replaced, but I've had these for years. And this one here is Glacier Gray, and this one is so pretty. I don't have a place to swatch you. Yes, I do, right here. You can see right there, so pretty. And these were Mary Kay ones. So these are Mary Kay is my favorite cream eyeshadows. They don't dry out for a very long time, so yeah. Let me see, let me check my list here. Do I have any more makeup? Yes, I do. My last real makeup item was a lipstick by Revlon, and it's called Violet Frenzy, and it looks like this in the tube, but swatched it's like this. Now you can build up the color, or you can just keep it very sheer. And so I've been using this as kind of like a wash of color on the lips for days when I want some color, but I don't necessarily want boom. So there it is, kind of blended in. So that's more of like your wash of color, and then it's a little bit more built up. But I like to use this and then just a light lip gloss on top of it. Because I have pretty pink lips, pink purpley lips, so it's like my lips but better. So I really like that. Okay, body. Two things that I've really been loving for the body in February. One was the Dr. Teal's lotion, or not lotion, body oil, which I haven't totally used up. And I've been trying to find it, and I can't find it anywhere, so I'm going to have to go to a drugstore and look for it, but it's like not in any of the Targets or anything like that. So really good stuff. I love it because it's like 8.8 ounces for $4.99, and the other one I had been using was a Burt's Bees, and it was $8.99 for like 4 ounces. So I'm all about a bargain. So, but it was great because I like the smell, because I remember I had told you guys a while ago that I got a Neutrogena one, and the smell was, no. I had to throw it away. It just made me sick. It made me nauseous. So the Dr. Teal's is much better. It works really well, and I love it. Another thing that I've been using is another Suave body wash, but it's a different one. This is a new one. This is the Moroccan Infusion with Moroccan Oil Silkening Body Wash. So I really like this. It's not as drying as maybe some of the regular Suave body washes that are more like soapy. This one's more silky, and you can tell a difference in it, and your skin doesn't feel dry and like it's cracking when you get out of the shower. So I've really enjoyed this one this month. What else have I had this month that I've been enjoying? Okay, so a couple of TV shows that I've been loving. My favorite shows for February are Grimm and the 100. So I love Grimm. That's probably one of my favorite shows for the fall and winter months. I just love that show so much. And it's really just kind of got a big twist right now, and I am looking forward to see how that turns out. And also the 100. I have not watched this week's episode yet, so I don't know what happened, but I do know there was a big cliffhanger last week, and yeah, I'm not going to even talk too much about it, because if you watch it or you haven't seen it yet, you'll be like, what? But yeah, I really love that show. So those have been my jam this month. I don't really watch a lot of TV, to be honest with you. I think maybe on Sundays when there's nothing to do during the day, if it's like a crappy day or it's just later at night, and I just have, that Sunday is the only day that I actually take the whole day off. And so when I do that, then I take that time maybe to catch up on some shows. And there's only like 2 or 3 shows that I'm like, I must watch this show. And so Grimm and the 100 are 2 of those. And podcasts. I love podcasts because you can listen to them while you're doing stuff, so you don't have to stop and focus and all that. Because if I'm watching a television show, I want to watch and engage in the television show. Sometimes I can have reruns on, or something I'm not really super interested in watching every little second while I'm drawing or writing or something like that. I can just kind of have that playing. But for the most part, yeah, podcasts or something like that where I can keep moving around while listening. And my favorite podcast for February, and wow, there should be some more episodes that I can listen to, and that is Criminal. So if you've really been on that serial craze, then you will like Criminal. It's kind of in the same format, but it's not like a serial podcast. It literally is a different subject every week, and it's really interesting, and some of the stuff is just like, what? And it just doesn't make any like logical sense, or it's just something that you would not have even thought about. But then you're like, you know, I didn't even know some things about North Carolina that I found out watching that podcast, because apparently I didn't know this either. It's actually recorded in Durham, and I live in Raleigh, so not too far away. So a lot of these subjects they use are, you know, Southern based or North Carolina based. And so I've been learning some things as well, and I've really enjoyed that podcast. I really recommend that you do it. I'm going to add one more podcast in here. I've been watching this a lot. You can watch it on YouTube, you can listen to it on the podcast, and that is Movie Fights from the Screen Junkies. I love that show so much. It is so funny, and yeah, I just love it. Go check it out. They're usually about an hour long. So like I said, you can watch them on YouTube. You can also pull them up with your podcast listener device or whatever you use. I use Podcast Addict as an app on my phone. So that's how I listen to podcasts. And I can put a link for that down below if you'd like. But yeah, I absolutely love that. And if you have like PS3s or anything like that, you can actually pull up YouTube on that and watch it on your TV, and that's what we do with Movie Fights. We love that podcast, and I recommend it to you. What else do I have? Oh yeah. So another obsession, let me just grab something. So I have one more favorite to show you, and then I have some kind of bonnet and booze for you. But one thing that I have been absolutely obsessed with this month is smashbooking and art journaling and all that kind of stuff. I have been just having a blast with it, and I love any type of creative outlet, so it's been awesome. But for Valentine's Day this year, I actually made Ryan a shadow box with like pictures of us, and I still had the original movie tickets from our very first date. I put those in there, and then when we got married on our wedding day, I gave him, I sent someone to give him in his little room a key, and I was like, this is the key to my heart, so I had like keys in there. It was very cute and thoughtful, and he didn't know what to get me, so I was like, you know what, I've really been wanting a smashbook. So he went and got me one for Valentine's Day, and it's already, like, I started working on it when we moved in here, so 2.5, maybe 3 weeks. It's kind of looking like that. But if you want me to kind of like go through it one day, or maybe I'll do it on my Chit Chat with Nat channel. But like, here's one page. Yay! That one's just stickers and stuff. But I have been doing kind of ones like this. This is like my birth story here, and other things about me in there. So I've been working on decorating the pages a lot, and of course, you know, writing in it and stuff. So I've really been enjoying this. So that's definitely been a favorite of mine. So how about some bonnet and booze and flops? So for flops, I'm going to have a little disclaimer here. You guys know I absolutely love this Garnier BB cream. Love it. But it is for the combination oily skin, which works perfectly for me in the summer. Right now, I look hideous if I wear this. It dries like matte, like it's supposed to, and it just looks flaky and scaly and gross throughout the day. So if you normally are a combination oily gal and you have this and you love it, oh, and for some odd reason, it didn't oxidize on me like it was supposed to. Like, when you do a BB cream, you put them on and they oxidize a little bit to match your skin. Doesn't do that right now. It just completely dries in, and I just look pale and gross and no. And yeah, and you guys know this is one of my like absolute favorite products. So if you're like me and you dry up in the winter, get the one for dry skin. The next flop, I will put a picture here or something. And that was, I got the Suave self-tanning, or not self-tanning, the gradual tanning. It's kind of like supposed to be a dupe for the Jergens Glow, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I'll put the information down below. But no. I love the Jergens so much. And I got the Suave one because it was a few dollars cheaper. No. No. Just put the money, just bite the bullet and pay the money, because you get what you pay for. The difference is the Suave one was really thin and kind of watery, and when I put it on, it did go in really well. Like, I didn't feel like it was hard to blend in, but it is not as moisturizing as the Jergens, so you are going to get streaks, because if you have any dry patches or dry areas on your skin, they're going to be exaggerated with the tanner. So the tanner's going to grab onto those dry patches, and it's just going to be not pleasant. And it didn't really give me a lot of color. It gave me some yellow, and then I would see like patches on my elbows were like bright, like this color yellow. It was not cute. So I do not recommend that at all. The difference in the Jergens is it is not only a great gradual tanner, and it gets you the color that you want to be, but it also moisturizes. It is a thicker, creamier, like cream almost, and you blend it in. Sometimes it can feel like you're, not really blended in very well, but you are. And the thing is, it moisturizes so well that those dry patches kind of disappear because they're moisturized before everything dries, and you don't get any streaks. I saw streaks with the Suave one. I did not see streaks with, I've never seen streaks with the other one, with the Jergens. So I highly, highly recommend the Jergens over the Suave. The Suave is just, I totally regret buying that. It was just a waste of money. So I have already gone out and gotten my other one, and I'm so much happier. So that is my February favorites. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope to get better lighting soon. I am going to try and put something in that back corner, and I think that will help us out a lot. But I do have a nice window right here, which is nice, but I still look kind of dark. I don't know. I'm going to do the best I can with what I have. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I've missed you guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back with a tutorial very soon, or at least to get ready with me, like type it in, look at the words, that's your tutorial type of thing. I don't know. Which one of those do you prefer? Do you prefer to just watch me get ready? Or do you like to do a voiceover to let you know what I'm doing? Or do you prefer when I type it on the screen, like, and tell you what I'm using? Or do you prefer me to just talk you through the tutorial? Just knocked my tea there. Let me know, and I will be sure that we get what everybody likes up. So, once again, that is all. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you again for stopping by, and have a great day, gorgeous.